Hi there, my name's Andy, and if you're new here, I'm a sailing coach and instructor trainer, and in my videos I try to create some content that's going to be useful for sailors, but also hopefully useful for coaches and instructors, give you an idea about how to break things down and some activities how to teach things. In this video, what I want to focus in on is a small little aspect of tacking. And this happens right at the end when in a centre mainsheet boat you end up sailing with your front hand behind your back, and then you need to swap hands and get the tiller extension back across in front of you again. Why am I looking at this? Well, some sailors do definitely struggle on it, so hopefully it's going to be something that maybe a few of you can find useful, give you a good technique to use, or a good couple of techniques to use. But actually the main reason is it's really quite a frequent point of discussion on instructor courses, why the sort of RYA in particular recommends one method or prefers one method and then suggests alternatives. And then so for you instructors out there, just these are a couple of different methods that you can use. So if you are teaching people how to tack or how to develop their tacks, you've got a consistent method that you can look at. Okay, so in it I'm going to show you two different ways that you can get your tiller extension from behind you to back in front of you and swap hands, and a few pros and cons of each. Right, option number one. Here you can see I'm grabbing the tiller extension with my mainsheet hand, thumb pointing towards the top of the tiller extension, knuckles pointing forward, and then just passing the tiller extension under my armpit. Advantages of this, you can see it's a very positive grab of the tiller extension, low chance of dropping it. Disadvantage is it is passing under the armpit, so if it's light winds, you're sitting too far back, or you're inboard in the boat, very long tiller extension, can be a little tricky to do that. The advantage of it, and where this technique really works, is if you're coming out of the tack, sort of hiking or sitting out a little bit, very easy to pass it through the under the armpit. And from an RYA point of view, it also gives you a little reminder to sit a bit further forward. So if you can't pass it under your armpit, slide your weight forward. Right, option two is taking the tiller extension over the shoulder. So as you can see in this video, palm facing up, grab the tiller extension between forefinger and thumb, and then flip it over top of the shoulder. Advantages of this one: if you have got a longer tiller extension, you can easily pass it under your armpit, or if you're sat a little bit further back in the boat. Disadvantages is if you do grab it, it's a bit easier to let go of. So when this might be quite applicable is in this scenario here, coming out of a gybe, I'm sat in the middle of the boat because we're going downwind, just flick it over the shoulder like that. Which one is best? Well, as hopefully this video has shown, really, it's horses for courses, so whichever is the easiest at that time, really, most applicable. There's two ways there. Well, it's either under the armpit or over the shoulder, but sometimes you may find a different way of doing your hand. So those are the two main ones that you'd probably teach. But if someone comes up with a different option, such as the finger twiddle in this one, why not? Not a problem. The important thing to remember, though, is probably the thing that makes it easiest is actually being comfortable just holding the tiller extension lightly. So it is not, you are not snake wrestling. It's not a dangerous animal. It's not going to bite you. So as long as the boat is flat and under control, then generally the tiller and tiller extension will just sit quite happily in the middle. So as you can see in this video, just very light grip on the tiller extension. So often the thing that will really help yourself or your students is just getting comfortable with that tiller extension and not having to hang on to it super tight. Okay, hopefully that's been useful and maybe ignited a bit of debate about how you swap your hands. Ultimately, as long as you do successfully, then it doesn't really matter too much in the tack. Okay, so if you're an instructor and you have got students that come up with a way that works and it's fine for them, that's fine. The key bits in the tacks are actually the bit that comes earlier, and is that rudder control. Okay, right, thanks very much for watching.